Alrighty guys, we're back for some Simic enchantments, and this is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop right into some normal play mode. But first things first, for anyone who may not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. Also, we do got that relatively new Discord. If you're interested in joining that up, there's a link in the description. So what do we got in the build here? We have 4 slip out the backs because protection for our creatures is very important. We have 4 witness protection. Now this might be a little bit of a janky pick, but I actually think it's pretty decent. It is a 1-drop aura. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a green-white citizen creature with base power, toughness, 1/1, named legitimate business person. So that means it loses all other colors, card types, creature types, and names. The fact that it loses the abilities, it just, like, this card seems to do a lot of things. And, like, imagine putting a Righteous Valkyrie in Witness Protection. That just seems pretty good, right? Like, honestly. Or just hitting a Thundering Raiju with Witness Protection, for example, right? So it's a little bit of quick removal for this deck. While it doesn't necessarily remove the creature, I don't know, I think it's going to be decent. We have 4 generous visitors, so it's an enchantment build. We gotta have the visitor. We have 4 wild shapes. Now, even though it's not an enchantment, the protection is going to be important. The trample is probably going to come in handy a few times, and you never know when that reach is going to come in handy too. We have 4 Cradle of Safety because I'm going to keep saying it. Protection for our creatures is very important. So this is a 2-drop aura with flash. Enchant creature you control. When Cradle of Safety enters the battlefield, enchanted creature gains hexproof until end of turn. Nice. And then enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Okay, so overall, like, it works with the enchantment theme, gives our creatures protection at the same time. Like, it just seems pretty solid in here. We have 4 security bypass. So this is a 2-drop aura enchant creature. As long as enchanted creature is attacking alone, it can't be blocked. Okay, enchanted creature has, whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, it connives, and I'll go over the connive in just a second. We have 4 Stormchaser Drakes because it's going to be perfect in here. So whenever Stormchaser Drake becomes a target of a spell you control, draw a card. So this works with the wild shape, the slip out the back, and every other enchantment in here. Except for witness protection, you don't necessarily want to hit your Stormchaser Drake with the witness protection, but at the same time, you totally could. I wouldn't, but it's an option, I guess. Either way, yeah, this card makes sure our hand is nice and stocked. We have 4 Kami of Transience because it's an enchantment build, and Kami of Transience is kind of amazing in here for multiple reasons. Number 1, the connive ability on the security bypass works great, where you can actually discard the Kami of Transience, and then whenever one of your enchantments dies, or whenever one of your enchantments goes to the grave, you can bring Kami of Transience back to your hand, and then do the exact same thing anyways. Kami of Transience also is pretty cool with witness protection, in case the opponent ends up just chumping with that 1/1 legitimate business person. Your aura is going to hit the grave, and then you can bring Kami of Transience back to your hand again. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? We have 4 Ranger class mainly because it generates that wolf and is an enchantment, and we don't really look at the level 3 on this at all for this particular build, but the level 2 could come in handy as well. We have 2 Careful Cultivations on the top end of the build. So this is a 3-drop aura, enchant artifact or creature. As long as enchanted permanent is a creature, it gets +1/+3 and has reach, and you can tap it for 2 green mana. Okay, that's not bad. It definitely, like, it helps get our creatures away from the meat hook range too, so that could be pretty decent. But then also the channel ability, you can channel this for 2 mana, discard it, create a 1/1 green human monk creature token with tap and add a green. So the main reason it's in here is because, yeah, if we have our creatures already established on the board and we're giving them protection and all that other stuff, then we can use that first ability and just kind of get another enchantment down, get more counters out, all that fun stuff. If we're having trouble seeing our creatures, then we create the human monk. and start plugging our security bypass and all of our other great cards onto the monk instead. So it's just in here because it can be an extra creature. Now there's 22 land in the build. There's an even split here. We have a Lair, a Who Endures, a Soaring City, and a Hall of the Storm Giants. No Snarls this time round, but it could be something to think about, honestly. Okay, yeah, I wanted to double check to make sure that was 22. Got some honorable mentions over here as well. So, Bubble Snare. This is okay. It's an alright card. It does have that kicker cost. Maybe it would be better than Witness Protection. I don't think so, though. I think having the card lose all abilities is a little bit better than just tapping it down or having the potential to tap a creature down, right? We have Commune with Spirits. This could be great in here, and actually something to consider is Wild Shape and Ranger class are the cards that are rotating out in here, other than the pathways too, of course. Like, we don't know what the mana base is actually going to look like in September, but yeah, the main cards, Ranger class and Wild Shape, are going to be rotating out in September, and so Commune with Spirits or Tamiyo Safekeeping could take the place of the Wild Shape, so something to think about there. Ledger Shredder. So, Ledger Shredder is just an amazing creature, especially in a deck like this that can easily play your second spell all the time. This is a great creature to give protection to drop the bypass on. Just amazing all around, right? But if I added this, then we're starting to lean more into the tempo-y side of things, and at that point, you might as well just go tempo instead. And if you're going tempo, you might as well just rock white mana for the Virtuoso too, and just go the Virtuoso route. So that's why Ledger Shredder is not in here. The Modern Age is another honorable mention, and it does seem a little janky, but it's something to consider for the Ranger class because, yeah, the Ranger class is rotating out. It is a rare. You could totally just have the Modern Age in there instead, and it would probably work. Draw a card, discard a card 2 turns in a row, so it kind of helps you filter through a little bit. And then it comes back as a 2/3 flyer, and that's kind of the important part here, where the important part on the Ranger class is just getting an enchantment down and you get that wolf. Same concept. You get an enchantment down and a couple turns later you get a spirit with flying, but it's definitely a lot worse than Ranger class. March of the Swirling Mist is another card that would be great in here. It's the same concept as the Shredder, though. If you're going this route, you might as well just go the full tempo route, and at that point, why not rock just a Virtuoso tempo instead? So, but yeah, March would be amazing in here too. Okay, guys, hopefully I went over the deck well enough. Either way, we're going to go ahead, take it into some normal play mode right now. Well, we'll see if we can get right into the first match here. Heck yeah, 3 seconds. Not bad, I'll take that. Got to get right into that first match for good luck, guys. I'll say it every time. This doesn't look like good luck. It's fine, it's fine. This is an alright hand. Ooh, there we go. Much better. I'd rather see like a Stormchaser Drake. Like, honestly, something that works with our enchantments first, but this is fine too. I'm actually going to get the Soaring City down. Because if we draw a green source, we might want to consider Pathway on blue. Luminarch. So that's that. We could just Witness Protection the Luminarch for now. Loses its ability, but it's still a 2/2. Yeah, what the heck? What the heck? A little bit of early, you know, removal. It's not actually removal, but like it stops the ability. Like, I don't mind that at all. They're probably looking at it like, what the heck? What on earth? Legitimate business person. I love that so much. No! Right up against a deck that drops counters. I should have known. I should have known that was going to happen. So we have protection open for the Stormchaser Drake. And we have to outrace this now. That's hilarious. Yeah, Witness Protection doesn't do crap against a deck that plugs counters, so we'll see, won't we? I'm tempted by the Wild Shape here to draw. Now we want another Witness Protection for the adversary too. That's pretty brutal. That's pretty brutal, guys. Oh no. Yeah, I'm tempted. We could have blocked there, but I think we already lost. I think we're goners. All right, I'm gonna start by drawing. There's not a lot we can do against the adversary play. We can okay, Kami of Transience without. They're gonna gain 5 here. Crap, guys. If we can't block that adversary next turn, it's looking really bad for us. Alright, let's just take a little bit of extra damage next turn. We don't have protection open now, but like, it's not looking great regardless, because what they can do here... Portable hole. Oh my goodness. Opponent, slow down. Slow down. I was trying to make a point as to why Witness Protection was probably going to be better than Bubble Snare, or a Bubble, yeah, Bubble Snare. Almost called it Bubble Snarl. Yeah, yeah, GG. GG, opponent. Oh my goodness, that is embarrassing to say the least. Well, we might be able to double block the adversary, but then, yeah, we just like chump twice, and yeah. Opponent, slow down over there, opponent. I do like their deck. The Broker's Ascendancy seems pretty fun, honestly. Good game. I'm just taking the damage, guys. Just get me into the next game. Okay. Yeah, let's just not look at that game. That one didn't happen. We definitely had good luck there, right? Like I said at the beginning, that's... Oh man, that was amazing. Good thing we were in normal play mode. Although maybe we wouldn't have seen the opponent's deck in ranked either. Alright, not a bad hand. Please, opponent, don't do what the last opponent just did. There was probably a better way to play that one out too. Okay, Lumamancer. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. They went first, so this could be bad news bears already. They probably want to keep protection open. At this point, they're probably just thinking, it's going to be Selesnya enchantments or Naya runes. Okie dokies. I'm going to go right into the Stormchaser Drake. It's a shame that we don't actually have any way of stopping a nice chunky Lumamancer next turn, but man, that first game was funny. Oh man. That was like the ideal matchup. And I got real greedy too with my first play with the Witness Protection. I got real greedy just slapping it onto that Luminarch. Opponent is thinking. They're definitely thinking, how do I maximize the damage here? Okay. So what's the... Oh, they get a scry off of that too. Interesting. They're gonna full swing. Just gonna take the damage. They could go for more damage, drop their Snakeskin Veil, get a little bit of extra through. by a little bit of extra. It's actually a lot of extra. It's like 4 extra damage for 9 total. Oh, it's going to be Wild Shape. Oh, that's even worse. Yep, down to 9. Yeah, with 2 mana. That was, wait, was that? Oh, that was turn 3. Okay. Well, Wild Shape's good. It's kind of awkward because we have plenty of enchantments in here. It's not like Wild Shape and Slip Out the Back, sure, that's 8 of the cards. But a little awkward not getting any enchantments. Let's start with the Stormchaser Drake draw. Crap, guys. We're probably gonna die next turn. Crap. Not the best first couple matches here. I'm actually not gonna keep the Slip Out the Back here. We're just gonna play the other Stormchaser Drake, and let's be honest with ourselves. The odds of them just giving trample to these is pretty high, so we might as well full swing. We'll keep the Visitor back just in case they just don't have enough. Like, it might be 1 damage short. And so maybe the Visitor will help us with that. So let's just go... Oh, they definitely have it, right? If it's just 1 card, then at least a double block here takes out the Lumimancer. But if it's 2 cards, then boy, oh boy, do the opponents have it today. Because they need a green and a white. Okay, it's going to be the Wild Shape, actually. Yeah, that works too. Oh no, guys. Yep, down to 1. Well, that sucks. Visitor. This is a good draw, though. Security Bypass is a terrific draw. We just straight up got destroyed. If they didn't find a 3rd mana. Honestly, guys, hold on a minute. What are the odds that the opponents have it here? Pretty high, right? I guess we'll play around it. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't. 2 Wild Shapes gone already. Boon of Safety. Full swing means they have it. A swing with 1 means they might not have it here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna block with the Stormchaser Drake. Slip out the back. Draw a card. If they had the trample, you'd think they would have played it already, right? We could have slipped the Dragon's Guard Elite out the back too, but I don't think they have trample. I just don't think they have it. Okay, Light Scribe, nice. Hey, we're alive. Oh man. Cradle of Safety could be good. Ranger class could be good. Soaring City on the Dragon Guard, though, is probably the best bet. And we have to save the other 2 back. Well, we could start climbing with the Visitor. Couple Ranger classes, more blockers. Yeah, what the heck? As good as the Soaring City is, this seems pretty good too. Just more blockers, and they didn't have the trample last turn, so what are the odds that they draw it this turn, you know? We have enough on the ground. We could swing in with the Stormchaser Drake, but for now, I'm gonna just opt in for blocking. Tough decisions, guys. The Light Scribe buffs their whole board. Okay, they found their 3rd mana. Oh man, clinging on for dear life here. They're not risking the Light Scribe, so and chump there. I think Visitor's too important. How do you guys feel about that? Yeah, I mean, either way, if they have trample, like, yeah, we could plug all of our creatures into one of these, but Snakeskin Veil. Yep. So it just ended up being chump blocks regardless here. How do we get around this? Soaring City does bounce the elite back, so I guess that's the best way to get around it. Soaring City costs the 4 though. Play this down on blue. Could keep Cradle of Safety open and try for a well, they only have 1 card, so yeah, hitting that Lumimancer could be good, but a full swing on their side. No, well, yeah, we're just forced to keep the Soaring City open. We might end up getting some pretty good blocks here. Ooh, tough uphill battles today, but hey, it is what it is. There is a reason I took this one into normal play mode, too. It's a full swing. Not a full swing. Boop. Nice. Nice. Get rid of those counters. Get them out of here. There's a Virtuoso. Oh my. Careful Cultivation. Now that could help us block. But we're probably gonna need the creature. Man, this is tough because Cradle of Safety this turn. I think Cradle of Safety this turn to draw, because I'd rather get a creature here. We can get the Drake high enough too. Kami of Transience, okay. See, we're just going to be forced to block with that too. I guess keeping the Careful Cultivation open is better than the Kami of Transience. What do you guys think about that? We'll see what they end up doing here. Man, at this point, I wish we could give this Vigilance, because we're stuck blocking, which is rough. This would have been a different story if we went first. Maybe. Probably a few different ways to play that better. It's a full swing, right? Yeah. Yeah, but they probably actually have the trample now or something. I'm scared about it. Okay, we got the blockers. Oh, they definitely have something, right? Let's take out the Light Scribe. And we're forced to chump. Let's see it, opponent. They've had a lot of turns to draw. Okay. Okay. I mean, overall... overall, that's not bad for us. Who endures? Wow, I'm surprised. Legion Angel. And they didn't grab another Legion Angel? Wait, what happened? Uh-oh, guys. We are out of fuel. Oh, no. We're just literally, we're out of fuel. Out of fuel and out of luck. Yep. That's that. They just full swing. We're going to keep this open, and I'm going to keep full control on because maybe it... I don't know how to keep full control on for multiple turns, so I'm putting a stop at their beginning there. And then we can pass. No, full control. We're trying to trick them. Come on now. Come on. How do we put full control on for the whole turn? Okay, yeah, they don't fall for it. It's fine. It's fine. Good game, opponent. It was a tough uphill battle. We were barely holding on the whole time. So, yeah. Do they have something else to play? Oh, they got their third wild shape anyways. It would have been super over. Because of the trample on the wild shape. Dang. Okay, well, I see how it is, game. Putting me up against these two decks right away. Let's see what the third deck is going to be. Oh my goodness. It looks like they're trying to give us mirror matches, which of course our deck isn't going to have a mirror match out there. I don't think I've ever seen a Simic enchantment build At least not in the current standard. So, I mean, it's trying to give us mirror matches where they put us up against a deck with Wild Shape there. The first one was obviously the Bant counters, though, mind you, which was pretty rough, but it did have enchantments in it, so... Okay, I like it. I like it. Probably the best hand of the evening. The other hands were really weird. This is one of those decks where more testing is required. Keeping open the Cradle of Safety for sure. And the Wild Shape, and the Slip Out the Back. That's pretty funny, actually. What the crap is going on? What the heck? Do we want the Slip Out the Back or the Wild Shape open? I guess Slip Out the Back. Yeah. I guess that's okay. What are we playing against here, guys? Snow-covered island. Snow-covered swamp. Opponent? Wait! Come back! That was the best hand of the evening! No! Come back! We were actually seeing what the deck was supposed to do. Oh, man. Well, hey, you know, it happens. One out of every, I want to say, 8 videos, I struggle to actually showcase what a deck is supposed to do. And then at the end, whenever I go over the deck again, I have to decide, is it a deck building problem? Is that why it wasn't doing a thing? Or were we just unlucky? Ooh, oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, that's the first mulligan. Woo! That's a bad one. Okay, this is, I guess, better. Let's get rid of a witness protection. I guess. I don't know. Maybe the cultivation, but I was thinking, oh, that could help us ramp if we need it. All the Storm Giants into Ranger class could be good. Triumphant Adventurer. Okay. Okay. We'll let them swing in at least once with that before we plug a witness protection. Because we don't know if their turn 3 is going to be the Nadar. I think that's what it's called, right? Yeah, the dungeon. Nadar! Hi! Howdy. I'm gonna go ahead and put you in witness protection, Nadar. I apologize. You're about to become a legitimate business person. No blocks. Another witness protection. Wow. Yeah, what the heck? I love that so much. That's so funny. Chomp, block. Chomp, block. Aww. Let's get the other ranger class down. I love that it's called legitimate business. That is just that's just so much fun. That's so funny. It's a shame that we didn't have any cards to benefit from actually playing the enchantment, but there's only 8 in here, so I can't, you know, I can't blame the game for not, like, slapping it into my hand. But it would be cool. Oh, nice. Nice. Are they testing this out before they take it into alchemy, or... like, you know what I mean? Like, this would be, I think in alchemy, I think dungeon decks are actually really good, right? Like, aren't they part of the meta? Okay, okay. Oh, security bypass. Nice. Nice. We'll get so much damage through with our -2 wolf. Careful cultivation. Honestly, like, if they're swinging in alone with this, then it gets through no matter what. Like, we could put something else into witness protection. The Triumphant Adventure is pretty tough to get around with that first strike death touch when it swings in. A lot of tough decisions here. A lot of tough decisions. So, I'm just gonna let him have a turn. we're gonna plug a couple counters into our wolf because because the only removal we've seen so far is the drop, which is -2/-2 until they complete a dungeon, which is not gonna happen. Apparently the opponent is done. What is happening? Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the victories. I need to get this back up there. 50% total win rate so far. Those first 2 games were rough, guys. Holy cow. You know what the game should do for me? They need to put those rough games at the end of the videos, you know? I like to have really good matches at the beginning of videos, but I could always edit the videos too to put like good matches at the front, but you know what I mean? I like running through the entire video in one go. Like the video isn't edited at all. I press a button to have the intro happen. Like, I don't edit the intro in. It's all a sit down and go. One take. I don't know, I like it that way, you know? It's the Kami of Transience, because it could come back. I don't want to get rid of a land here, and I kind of do want to have the turn 2 Stormchaser. Or turn 3. Yeah, turn 3 Stormchaser is probably better. That way we can have protection open for it. Okay, Skyclave hits the Ranger class. Did they try targeting the wolf, or were they just looking at it? Yeah, I can't hit tokens. So let's go with what happens if you witness protection and get rid of the Skyclave ability and then it leaves? I bet the Ranger class would stay in exile. That would be really interesting, actually. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the Stormchaser Drake down and the Who Endures for the wild shape here. And we can safely swing in. Nice. Elite Spellbinder. Crap. Crap. Okay. They probably take the wild shape, which we just let happen. It's only 2 more, and we're gonna have enough mana to cast anything in our hand. Yeah, the wild shape. Oh, if this is, however, yeah, if this is the sorcery speed removal, a Blood Chief's Thirst, that could be pretty bad. Okay, we'll take the 3. Okay. Okay, I'm glad it's not putting us up against, like, what it's trying to do with mirror matches, right? Security bypass onto the Drake is really good. Worth playing this down, because we definitely don't want to bounce anything in their deck back. It looks like it is going to be like a bounce deck with the teleportation circle madness. We also could have waited. We could have drawn first to see if we got like a normal island, by the way. That's something to consider. Could put the Elite Spellbinder in witness protection, but I think it's going to be the other Ranger class this turn. Full swing, because we can definitely outpace this. Oh, they're actually going to block there. Yeah. I mean, that's not a bad trade for us, right? Am I crazy? I guess we lose 2 cards there, but, like, I don't know. It's not a bad trade for us at all. Yeah, so we could have swung alone with the Drake to just get the 2 damage through, but I was kind of expecting them to keep the Elite Spellbinder, because that's 3 damage in the air every turn. They didn't care about it, though, so maybe it's going to be like some kind of reanimation deck, too. Maybe they want the Spellbinder. I'm confused as to what's happening right now, but maybe I'm just not playing it well. That's a possibility. Wild shape, and we could power up Ranger class. We got the Kami of Transience back. I don't mind playing Careful Cultivation here and swinging on in. We don't need that other Witness Protection. We get a counter on the Kami of Transience. Let's plug it onto the Illusion. Could actually tap this down and power up class 2. That's actually pretty cool, isn't it? Let's do that. Let's do that. So like all of our creatures got buffed that turn. That's actually pretty sick. They end up blocking. What's in hand? Like I'm genuinely confused as to some of these plays. Like I'm starting to get nervous. Like maybe they did want these creatures. Maybe they do want these creatures in the grave, right? Doomscar! Well, at least we get Kami of Transience back. That grabs the Ranger class too. Oh no! Oh no, opponent! Oh, it's a good thing we have Kami of Transience in here. Wow. Oh man. Well, that's that. End turn. What do you got for me, opponent? I'm genuinely scared at this point. Okay. Cradle of Safety is a really good draw. Okay, they don't have like Hive of the Eye Tyrant or anything like that. We're just gonna swing for 2. This is really weird. This might be a long match, guys. It depends. Yeah, the Doomscar is scary too, because clearly they don't care about their creatures, right? That's kind of what I'm getting from this match. So they probably grab Mascot, yeah. Yeah, that's scary. Mascot is gonna be pretty rough to get over. That's a Doomscar. That's a Doomscar, guys. Okay, we're gonna go for more damage here. We're going for more damage because we have Wild Shape as protection anyways, and at least by having the Cradle out there. Okay, Stormchaser. That's got to be another Doomscar though. So Stormchaser will help us reestablish a board and hand with these extra Wild Shapes. Let's swing in. We could use a Wild Shape for 1 extra damage, which I don't think is worth it. They end up blocking. Yeah. I think they plan to kill this with the Doomscar, which is weird, because it's only 1 card and we get it back to our hand. But a Doomscar does slow us down for a turn where we just literally didn't play anything. And they want a Doomscar before a Mascot. Okay, maybe it's not a Doomscar. I'm so confused, guys. Have you seen this deck before? Because I haven't. I thought I knew what it was a few times, but clearly I just don't know what it is. Security Bypass. Wow, that's a good draw. Holy cow. A really, really good draw. We also could have played the Security Bypass that turn too, but yeah, no, the Witness Protection is what I meant to say there. Yeah, we'll get rid of the other Kami of Transience. Actually, we could play that this turn though. The other Wild Shape over here. Now, I'm gonna get rid of the other Kami of Transience. Because, yeah, we don't know. We don't know what they're actually doing. And we don't die to what's on the board here, so if it's a Doomscar, they kind of wasted their Mascot Exhibition. And we get the Kami of Transience back to our hand. If it's spot removal, then we have the Wild Shape to give it hexproof. It's now a hexproof turtle. Very nice. This is working out, guys. This is actually doing something. Is it gonna be a Doomscar? Really? Guys, this is like, my mind is being blown right now. Yeah, they played the mascot beforehand. I mean, they did get some damage through there, but yeah, the Kami of Transience just comes back to hand. Lair the Hydra, now that's a good draw too. We're getting pretty good draws, if I'm being real with you guys. I'm actually gonna go Stormchaser Drake because Wild Shape on that next turn is better than the Kami of Transience, since we can't guarantee that the Witness Protection is gonna have a target. It does have a target, but that's okay. Okay, they get a Plains. Field of Ruin actually takes out the Lair of the Hydra. It's not as good as a draw as I was thinking because Field of Ruin's so good. Generous Visitor. Yep. Yep. Okay. I like it. So we can go Wild Shape draw. We're looking for an enchantment here. At least Witness Protection actually gets us there, doesn't it? We hit the Ambitious Farmhand, plug the extra counter into the Kami of Transience, and then full swing. And then there's 6 damage. Exactly. GG opponent. Oh my goodness. Guys, what a weird lineup of 5 matches. Like I said earlier, I wish those 2 losses were at the end of the video, but hey, at least everyone who stuck around this long into the video got to experience some fun matches, right? Really weird, man. I've never seen the opponent's deck in that last game there. That was bizarre. They didn't care about their creatures at all. They had a couple Doomscars thrown in there. It was like Orzhov mid-range, but like it had discard. It also had like creatures that cared about their ETBs. That was probably like a teleportation circle. A teleportation circle deck, but they didn't get to see their circle. But at the same time, I have no idea, man. I don't know. Yeah, here's the deck list again. My brain is confused, and let me talk about a couple things here real quick. Wild Shape and Slip Out the Back are really important, but for some reason, like they really got in the way of the enchantment theme here, where there's only 8 of them and 8 cards that care about getting those enchantments. And for some reason, there were matches where we only saw these cards. And you'd think that would work out nicely. And it just kind of didn't. Yeah, you'd think it would still work out because being able to protect these long enough while you look for your enchantments. Meanwhile, there are so many enchantments in the build, and then also Stormchaser Drake just working with the Slip Out the Back and Wild Shape anyways while drawing us into those enchantments. I don't know, you'd think it would work better. It just didn't seem to work better, but in the last 3 matches they were victories, so maybe it does work and maybe more testing is required. Either way, if you guys give this one a shot, let me know in the comments, and let me know if you end up changing anything in the build too. In my honorable mentions too, there's probably something there that's worth having in here. Witness Protection, as we saw in the first game, is just not as good as you would hope, but it's still pretty cool. Removal, maybe not 4 of them. Maybe there is a better card to have in here, but you do want it to be an enchantment because, yeah, even though it's only Visitor and Kami of Transience, you want tons of enchantments. We ended up just getting really good draws there. How many enchantments are in the deck anyways? 18 total enchantments. Honestly, if you could push that up to 20, that would probably be better. And if you could find more cards that actually work with the enchantments, at the same time, the Stormchaser, Drake, Visitor, and Kami of Transience, it should be enough, theoretically speaking, right? Careful Cultivation was actually pretty cool there too, wasn't it? Being able to plug that in and immediately buff up the Ranger class wasn't exactly a combo that I thought about, but it was really neat, wasn't it? Yeah, hey, if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you, and I will see you in the next video.